There are mornings when you wake up and your mind is already full. You may be thinking about your family, your health, your finances, your responsibilities, your future, or a situation that you have been praying about for a long time. Sometimes the weight becomes so heavy that you begin the day already feeling tired. But this morning, God is reminding you that you were never created to carry every burden by yourself. There are things that only God can handle, and there is freedom in placing those things into His hands. Psalm 55:22 says, "Cast your burden on the Lord, and He will sustain you." This is not simply a comforting verse. It is an invitation from God. He is asking you to bring Him what is troubling your heart. Bring Him the problem you cannot solve. Bring Him the situation you cannot change. Bring Him the person you cannot control. Bring Him the fear you have been hiding. Bring Him the questions that have no answers yet. God does not become tired of hearing you pray. Maybe you have been carrying a burden because you feel that if you stop worrying, something will go wrong. You may think that constantly thinking about the problem will somehow help you fix it. But worry cannot give you peace, and fear cannot give you control. There comes a moment when you must say, "Lord, I have done what I can. Now I place this situation in your hands." That surrender is not weakness, it is faith. Jesus also gave us a beautiful invitation in Matthew 11:28 when He called those who are weary and burdened to come to Him. Notice that Jesus does not tell the tired person to figure everything out first. He simply says to come. You do not need to have perfect faith before you approach God. You do not need perfect words. You do not need to understand everything. Come to Him exactly as you are this morning. Take a moment and think about what has been weighing on your heart. Is there something you have been carrying for months? Is there a prayer that seems unanswered? Is there a relationship that has become difficult? Are you worried about someone you love? Are you afraid about what tomorrow may bring? Whatever it is, speak to God about it. Tell Him honestly what you are feeling. He already knows, but prayer allows you to place your trust in Him. Father, this morning I give you every burden that I have been carrying. I give you my worries about tomorrow. I give you my concerns about my family. I give you my financial needs. I give you my fears, my disappointments, my unanswered questions, and the situations I cannot control. Lord, I have tried to carry these things on my own, and I am tired. Today, I choose to trust you. Help me understand that surrender does not mean giving up. Surrender means giving the situation to the one who is greater than me. When I cannot see a way forward, remind me that you can see the entire path. When I do not know what to do, guide my steps. When fear tells me that everything will fall apart, remind me that you are still with me. When my heart becomes restless, give me your peace. Lord, teach me not to carry tomorrow's problems today. Give me grace for this day. Give me strength for this moment. Help me focus on what you have placed in front of me, instead of becoming overwhelmed by everything that might happen. Your word says in Matthew 6:34 that we should not worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow will have its own concerns. Help me live one day at a time, trusting you with what comes next. If you are listening to this prayer with a heavy heart, remember that your situation is not bigger than God. The door that seems impossible for you is not impossible for Him. The problem that has confused you has not confused Him. The future that you cannot see is already known by Him. You may not know how He will work, but you can trust that He is able to work. This morning, release the need to control every detail. Release the fear of what people may say. Release the pressure to have everything figured out. Release the pain from yesterday. Release the fear of tomorrow. Place it all before God and say, Lord, I trust you. And when the burden tries to return later today, do not immediately pick it back up. Pray again. Remind yourself that you have already placed it in God's hands. You may still have responsibilities, but you do not have to carry them with fear. You can work make decisions, and move forward while trusting God with the results. Father, let this Monday be different. Let it begin with surrender. Let it begin with prayer. Let it begin with confidence that you are near. Take what is too heavy for me and give me the strength to carry what you have called me to carry. Heal the places in my heart that have been hurt by worry. Restore my hope where disappointment has taken it away. Give me peace where anxiety has been growing. Today, I choose to trust you with my life. I choose to trust you with my family. I choose to trust you with my future. I choose to trust you with every unanswered prayer. I will not allow fear to decide how I live this day. I will walk forward knowing that my Heavenly Father is with me, Lord. I leave my burdens with you this morning. Carry what I cannot carry. Fix what I cannot fix. Open what needs to be opened. Close what needs to be closed. Heal what needs to be healed. Guide what needs to be guided. And give me the wisdom to recognize your hand working in my life. May I enter this new day with a lighter heart, stronger faith, and deeper trust. I may not know what this Monday will bring, but I know who holds this day. And because you are with me, I do not have to be afraid. There are moments in life when you pray, you wait, and nothing seems to change. You ask God for an answer, but the situation remains the same. You pray for a door to open, but it stays closed. You ask for healing, but the pain is still there. You pray for your family, your future, your finances, and your dreams. Yet you cannot see how anything will work out. These moments can test your faith, but sometimes God is doing His deepest work when you cannot see anything happening. Proverbs 3-5-6 tells us to trust in the Lord with all our heart and not depend only on our own understanding. This is difficult because we naturally want to understand everything. We want to know when the answer will come, how it will happen, and what God is going to do next. But faith begins when we stop demanding every detail and decide to trust the one who already knows the entire story. This morning, God may be asking you to trust Him with something you cannot understand. Maybe you have been wondering why a certain opportunity disappeared. Maybe someone walked away from your life and you do not understand why. Maybe you have been waiting for a breakthrough that seems delayed. Maybe you have prayed the same prayer again and again. Do not assume that silence means God has forgotten you. There are things happening beyond what your eyes can see. A seed does not become a tree overnight. Before anything appears above the ground, something is already happening beneath it. In the same way, your answer may not be visible yet, but that does not mean God is absent. His timing is not controlled by your clock. Think about Abraham. God gave him a promise, but Abraham had to wait. Think about Joseph. He received a dream, but his journey included rejection, hardship, and years he could not have expected. Think about David. He was chosen to become king, yet he still had to walk through difficult seasons before seeing the promise fulfilled. Their stories remind us that God's promise does not always come through an easy path. Maybe you are in a waiting season right now. If you are, do not allow the waiting to convince you that God is not working. Waiting can strengthen your faith, change your character, and prepare you for something you are not ready to receive yet. Sometimes God changes the situation. Sometimes He changes you while you are waiting for the situation to change. Father, this morning I bring you everything I do not understand. There are questions in my heart that I cannot answer. There are situations I cannot explain. There are doors I have prayed would open, and there are doors that closed when I thought they should remain open. Lord, help me trust you even when your plan looks different from mine. Give me patience while I wait. Give me wisdom while I make decisions. Give me peace when I am tempted to panic. Help me stop comparing my journey with someone else's journey. What you are doing in another person's life does not determine what you are doing in mine. My timing is different. My path is different. My story is different. Lord, protect me from making desperate decisions simply because I am tired of waiting. When I feel pressure to force an outcome, remind me that I do not need to manipulate circumstances to make your plan happen. If you have prepared the right door for me, you are able to open it at the right time. Sometimes we become discouraged because we only measure God's goodness by what we can see. But faith asks us to look beyond the present moment. Your current situation is not the final chapter. A difficult Monday does not mean a difficult future. A closed door does not mean every door is closed. A delayed answer does not mean a denied prayer. Isaiah 41:10 reminds us not to fear because God is with us, and He promises to strengthen and help His people. That means you do not have to walk through uncertainty alone. When you feel weak, He can give you strength. When you feel confused, He can give you wisdom. When you feel discouraged, He can restore your hope. So today, instead of asking only, "When will this happen?" ask God, "Lord, what do you want me to learn while I wait?" Instead of saying, "I cannot see anything changing," say, "I trust that you are working even when I cannot see it." Instead of allowing fear to control your thoughts, choose to fill your mind with God's promises. Father, I trust you with my future. I trust you with the things I cannot see. I trust you with the prayers that have not yet received an answer. I trust you with the people I love. I trust you with my opportunities, my plans, and my dreams. If something is not right for me, give me the strength to let it go. If something is part of your plan, give me patience to wait for it. Lord, teach me to recognize that your not yet is not the same as never. Help me remain faithful when there is no immediate reward. Help me continue praying when the answer seems far away. Help me to continue believing when circumstances tell me to give up. As this Monday begins, I will not allow uncertainty to steal my peace. I may not know what will happen today, but I know that God is already there. I may not know how my situation will change, but I know that God has power to make a way. I may not understand His timing, but I can trust His wisdom. Father, lead me one step at a time. I do not need to see the whole road. Show me today's step, and I will take it with faith. Give me courage to move forward without having every answer. Give me a heart that remains steady when circumstances change. And when the answer finally comes, help me remember that you were faithful during the waiting. Let today's uncertainty become tomorrow's testimony. Let today's prayer become part of the story I will one day tell about your goodness. This morning, I choose faith over fear. I choose patience over panic. I choose trust over doubt. I place my unanswered questions into your hands, knowing that you see what I cannot see and understand what I cannot understand. Whatever this day brings, I will walk with confidence because you are with me. This morning, come before God with an open heart and bring every area of your life that needs His healing. There are wounds that people can see, and there are wounds that remain hidden deep inside. Some people are carrying physical pain, while others are carrying sadness, disappointment, fear, loneliness, or memories they wish they could forget. You may look strong on the outside while quietly asking God for help on the inside. But God sees all of it. Nothing about your life is hidden from Him. Psalm 147:3 says that God heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. This reminds us that God cares about more than what happens around us. He cares about what is happening within us. He sees the tears you never showed anyone. He knows the nights when you struggled to sleep because your mind would not stop thinking. He knows the disappointment behind your smile. He knows the pain you have learned to hide. Today, you do not have to pretend that everything is fine. You can come to God honestly. Tell Him where you are hurting. Tell Him what you are afraid of. Tell Him what has exhausted you. Tell Him where you need strength. Prayer is not about using perfect words. It is about opening your heart before the Father who already knows you completely. Maybe you are asking God for physical healing today. Bring that request to Him. Ask Him to strengthen your body, guide your decisions, and provide the help you need. If you are waiting for medical answers or treatment, ask God to give wisdom to those caring for you and peace to your heart. Do not let fear convince you that you are alone in your struggle. Maybe your greatest need is emotional healing. Perhaps someone hurt you deeply. Perhaps you were betrayed by someone you trusted. Perhaps you are still carrying words that were spoken against you years ago. You may have forgiven someone, but the memory still hurts. Ask God to heal what you cannot heal by yourself. Ask Him to remove bitterness and replace it with peace. Sometimes healing begins with admitting that you are tired. You do not have to keep saying, "I am okay," when your heart is asking for help. God does not reject you because you are weak. He invites you to depend on Him. Psalm 34-18 says that the Lord is near to the brokenhearted. When you feel like nobody understands your pain, remember that God is near. Father, I come before you this morning asking for healing and restoration. You know every part of my life that needs your touch. You know the pain I have spoken about and the pain I have kept silent. You know the areas where I feel strong and the areas where I feel weak. Lord, meet me exactly where I am. Bring healing to my body where I am struggling. Bring peace to my mind where I am overwhelmed. Bring comfort to my heart where I am hurting. Bring strength to my spirit where I feel discouraged. Help me not to lose hope because of what I am facing today. Lord, I also pray for people who are carrying pain they have never told anyone about. Be close to them this morning. Remind them that their story is not finished. Give them courage to ask for help when they need it. Give them supportive people around them. Give them wisdom to take the right steps toward healing. There may be someone listening who has been praying for healing for a long time. You may be wondering why the answer has not come yet. Do not let the delay convince you that God does not care. Keep bringing your request to Him. Keep trusting Him one day at a time. Your prayer matters, and your life matters. Sometimes God brings healing through an immediate change. Sometimes He brings healing through a process. Sometimes He gives strength to walk through a difficult season while working in ways we cannot yet understand. Whatever the process looks like, ask God for grace to remain close to Him. Isaiah 40-31 reminds us that those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. You may feel tired today, but your weakness does not have to be the end of your story. God can renew what has been drained. He can restore courage after disappointment. He can give you strength to take another step. Father, restore the joy that worry has taken away. Restore the peace that fear has stolen. Restore the hope that disappointment has weakened. Teach me to stop allowing my past pain to control my present life. Help me understand that what happened to me does not have to determine everything that happens next. If someone hurt me, help me release the desire to carry that pain forever. Give me wisdom about boundaries and relationships. Help me forgive where forgiveness is needed, while also giving me wisdom to protect my heart from repeated harm. Let healing bring freedom, not another reason to remain trapped in the past. Lord, restore my faith when I feel discouraged. Sometimes I pray with confidence, and other times I struggle to believe. Meet me even in those moments. Strengthen my faith little by little. Help me remember the times you have already carried me through difficult situations. If you brought me through yesterday, you can help me face today. This morning, I choose not to focus only on what is wrong. I will also remember what is still good. I have another day. I have another opportunity to pray. I have another opportunity to trust God. I have another chance to move forward. And as long as God is with me, there is still hope. Father, let your healing reach every part of my life that needs restoration. Heal what is visible and what is hidden. Restore what has been damaged. Strengthen what has become weak. Comfort those who are grieving. Encourage those who are discouraged. Give peace to those who are afraid. As this Monday continues, help me carry your peace with me. When pain reminds me of the past, remind me that you are working in my present. When fear speaks about the future, remind me that you are already there. When I feel weak, remind me to lean on you instead of depending only on myself. Lord, I place my health, my emotions, my relationships, my family, and my future into your hands. I trust you with the healing process. I trust you with the timing. I trust you with the outcome. Give me patience when restoration takes time and gratitude when I begin to see progress. May this morning become a new beginning. May I stop believing that I must remain trapped in yesterday's pain. May I believe that God can restore what I thought was permanently broken. May I walk forward with hope, knowing that my Heavenly Father sees me, loves me, and will never abandon me. Today I ask God for healing, but I also ask for the strength to keep believing. I ask for restoration, but I also ask for patience. I ask for peace, but I also ask for the wisdom to follow the right path. Whatever happens today, I will not give up hope. God is still with me, and my story is still in His hands. There are moments when you reach a point where you cannot see any way forward. You have tried different options, prayed about the situation, and waited for something to change, but the door still seems closed. Maybe you have been asking God for a new opportunity, a breakthrough in your family, financial provision, a better direction, or a fresh beginning. This morning, remember that your current circumstances do not limit what God can do. Isaiah 43:9 says, "See, I am doing a new thing." God is able to bring something new into your life even when you cannot imagine how it could happen. Sometimes we become so focused on the door that closed that we fail to notice the new path God is preparing. We may keep asking God to reopen something He allowed to close because we cannot yet understand what He has planned next. A closed door is not always a punishment. Sometimes it is protection. Sometimes it is preparation. Sometimes God closes one path because He knows where that path would eventually lead. You may have been disappointed by something that did not work out, but later you may realize that the disappointment protected you from something you could not see at the time. Think about how often we judge a situation by the present moment. We say, "This is bad because I lost this opportunity," or "My future is over because this door closed." But God sees the whole picture. He knows what is ahead. He knows the people you will meet, the opportunities that will come, and the places where you will need to be. What feels like an ending today may become the beginning of something you never expected. Father, this morning I bring you every closed door in my life. I bring you every opportunity I hope would work out. I bring you every disappointment that left me confused. I bring you every dream that seems delayed. Lord, help me trust that you know what is best for me. If there is a door you want me to walk through, give me the courage to recognize it. Do not allow fear to make me miss what you have prepared. Give me wisdom to know the difference between an opportunity that looks attractive and an opportunity that is truly right for me. Not every open door is from you, so give me discernment. Sometimes we become so desperate for change that we want any door to open. But God does not want us to run through every opportunity without wisdom. We need His guidance. Proverbs 16:9 reminds us that people may make plans, but the Lord directs their steps. That means we can make plans while still allowing God to lead us. Lord, if something is not meant for me, help me release it without bitterness. If a relationship is not healthy for my life, give me courage to step away. If an opportunity is not right, give me peace when it disappears. If a plan needs to change, help me accept your direction instead of fighting against it. And if you are preparing something new, help me wait without becoming discouraged. I do not want to force something simply because I'm tired of waiting. I want your timing. I want your wisdom. I want the opportunity that brings me closer to your purpose, rather than one that only looks good from the outside. There may be someone listening today who has been praying for financial provision. You may have bills that seem overwhelming. You may not know where the next opportunity will come from. Ask God for wisdom, favor, discipline, and provision. Trust Him while also taking responsible steps. Sometimes the unexpected blessing comes through an opportunity, a new idea, a person, a skill, or a path you never considered before. There may also be someone praying for a change in their family. Perhaps you have been waiting for a loved one to return to God, for peace to come into your home, or for a broken relationship to be restored. Continue praying, but do not try to control everything yourself. Give God room to work in hearts and circumstances. Lord, open the doors that are right and close the doors that would harm me. Lead me away from confusion and toward peace. Keep me from making decisions based only on emotions. Give me patience when I need to wait and courage when I need to move. Revelation 3-8 speaks about God placing an open door before His people that no one can shut. Your confidence should not come from believing that every dream will happen exactly as you imagine. Your confidence comes from knowing that God's purpose cannot be defeated by circumstances. Maybe you feel overlooked today. Maybe someone else received the opportunity you wanted. Maybe you have watched other people move forward while you feel stuck. Do not compare your timeline with theirs. God does not need to copy someone else's path to bless your life. He can create a completely different path for you. The blessing you are waiting for may not arrive in the form you expect. It may come as wisdom that saves you from a bad decision. It may come as a person who gives you the right opportunity. It may come as a new direction. It may come as peace after a long season of confusion. It may come as strength to begin again. Father, help me recognize unexpected blessings when they appear. Sometimes I may be looking for something large while you are already placing small answers in front of me. Give me eyes to notice your goodness. Give me a grateful heart that does not ignore today's blessings because I am waiting for tomorrow's breakthrough. I pray that this Monday becomes a day of new direction. Where there has been confusion, bring clarity. Where there has been delay, give patience. Where there has been disappointment, bring hope. Where there has been lack, provide what is needed. Where there has been fear, give courage. Lord, I surrender my plans to you. I do not want to chase what you have not called me to chase. I do not want to hold on to what you are asking me to release. I want to walk through the doors you open and trust you when you close the ones I should not enter. Help me understand that unexpected blessings often begin with unexpected changes. A change in direction may lead to a new opportunity. A closed door may protect me from the wrong path. A delay may prepare me for something better. A difficult season may teach me lessons I will need for the next chapter. So today, I will not allow disappointment to define my expectations. I will continue to pray. I will continue to work faithfully. I will continue to make wise choices. And I will leave the results in God's hands. Father, if there is an unexpected blessing prepared for me, help me receive it with humility. If there is a new door ahead, give me courage to walk through it. If I need to wait longer, give me patience. If I need to let something go, give me peace. This morning, I choose to believe that my story is not finished. I may not know what God is preparing, but I know He is able to make a way where I cannot see one. I will not fear the future. I will not live trapped by yesterday's disappointments. I will move forward with faith, trusting that God's direction is better than my own. May this month bring fresh hope, clear direction, divine wisdom, and unexpected blessings according to God's will. May every right door open at the right time, and may every wrong door remain closed. And when God leads you into something new, may you recognize His hand and give Him all the glory. This morning, before you begin everything waiting for you, take a moment to quiet your heart and remember that fear does not have to control this day. You may have many reasons to worry. There may be problems at home, pressure at work, financial concerns, difficult relationships, or questions about the future. You may not know how everything will work out, but you do not have to enter this Monday carrying fear in your heart. You can enter it with the peace of God. Fear often begins with a thought about something that has not happened yet. We imagine the worst possible outcome, and then we allow that thought to steal the peace we have today. We worry about what someone might say, what might happen tomorrow, whether something will work out, or whether we will be strong enough to face what is coming. But God calls us to live by faith rather than allowing fear to become our guide. 2 Timothy 1-7 reminds us that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. That means fear does not have to be the voice that makes our decisions. We can stop, pray, think clearly, and ask God for wisdom. We can acknowledge what is difficult without allowing it to convince us that everything is hopeless. Father, this morning I give you every fear inside my heart. Some fears I can explain and some I cannot. You know the worries I speak about and the ones I keep hidden. You know the thoughts that return when I am alone. Lord, help me release them into your hand. When fear tells me that I am going to fail, remind me that my future is not controlled by fear. When fear tells me that I will never recover, remind me that you can restore what has been broken. When fear tells me that I am alone, remind me that you promise never to leave your people. Psalm 23 gives us a beautiful picture of God's presence. Even when we walk through a dark valley, we do not have to fear because God is with us. Notice that the psalm does not say there will never be a valley. It says that we do not walk through it alone. That is the difference faith makes. You may be walking through a difficult season right now, but the valley is not your permanent home. Keep moving, keep praying, keep trusting. You may not be able to see the other side yet, but God can. Take one step at a time. Sometimes fear grows because we try to solve tomorrow before today has even finished. Jesus teaches us in Matthew 6:34 not to worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow has enough of its own concerns. God gives you grace for today. You do not need tomorrow's strength right now. You need today's strength, and God can provide it. Lord, help me stop borrowing trouble from the future. When my mind starts creating problems that have not happened, bring me back to this moment. Help me focus on what I can do today. Give me wisdom for today's decisions. Give me patience for today's challenges. Give me peace for today's uncertainties. There may be something you are afraid to face today. Maybe it is a conversation you need to have. Maybe it is a decision you have been avoiding. Maybe it is a responsibility that feels too heavy. Ask God for courage. Courage does not mean that you feel no fear. Courage means you refuse to let fear stop you from doing what is right. Father, give me courage to face what I need to face. Give me wisdom to speak with kindness. Give me self-control when emotions become strong. Help me respond instead of reacting. Help me remain calm when someone tries to upset me. Let my words reflect the peace you are giving me. Fear can also make us compare ourselves with other people. We look at someone's success and wonder why our life is not moving as quickly. We see another person's blessing and begin to question our own future. But comparison steals gratitude. Lord, help me stay focused on the path you have given me. I do not need to have someone else's life. I do not need to reach every goal at the same time as everyone else. I need to walk faithfully in the direction God gives me. My journey may take longer than I expected, but that does not mean it has no purpose. Father, protect my mind from negative thoughts that constantly tell me that something bad is coming. Help me recognize when fear is controlling my thinking. Replace anxious thoughts with truth. Replace confusion with wisdom. Replace discouragement with hope. Replace fear with faith. Philippians 4-6-7 teaches us to bring our concerns to God through prayer and thanksgiving, and it tells us that God's peace can guard our hearts and minds. So today, instead of carrying every concern in my mind, I will bring them to you. Lord, I pray for peace over my home. Let my home become a place of calm and love. Protect my family from unnecessary conflict. Give us wisdom when problems arise. Help us speak with patience. Where there has been tension, bring understanding. Where there has been fear, bring reassurance. I also pray for those who are facing financial uncertainty. Give them wisdom with their resources. Open the right opportunities. Provide what is necessary. Help them make responsible decisions instead of desperate ones. Remind them that their current financial situation does not define their worth or their future. For those who are afraid about their health, give them peace and wisdom. For those waiting for an important answer, give them patience. For those facing a difficult conversation, give them courage. For those who feel alone, remind them that they are seen and cared for. This morning, I choose not to let yesterday's pain dictate today's attitude. Yesterday may have been difficult, but today is a new opportunity to trust God. I will not assume that because something went wrong before, everything will go wrong again. Father, teach me to walk through this Monday with a peaceful heart. Let me be calm when circumstances become stressful. Let me think clearly when others panic. Let me remain kind when someone is difficult. Let me keep praying when answers take time. I know I cannot control everything that happens today, but I can control where I place my trust. I can choose to bring my worries to God. I can choose to speak words of faith instead of constantly repeating my fears. I can choose to focus on what God has already done instead of only thinking about what has not happened yet. Lord, when fear returns, remind me that I have already placed this day in your hands. When uncertainty comes, remind me that you are still faithful. When I feel weak, remind me that your strength is enough. When I feel discouraged, remind me that this moment is not the end of my story. May your peace guard my heart today. May your wisdom guide my choices. May your presence calm my thoughts. May your strength help me face every challenge. Indoors, but I will also say, Lord, your will be done. That kind of prayer creates a different kind of peace. You can ask boldly while still surrendering the outcome. You can believe God for a breakthrough without demanding that it happen according to your schedule. You can expect good things while trusting God's wisdom. Father, I place my expectations in your hands. I believe you can change situations that seem impossible. I believe you can bring opportunities I never expected. I believe you can restore what has been damaged. I believe you can give strength when I feel weak. I believe you can make a way where I cannot see one. But Lord, help me understand that your blessing may not always look like what I imagined. Sometimes the greatest blessing is a change in direction. Sometimes it is protection from the wrong person. Sometimes it is peace after a difficult season. Sometimes it is the courage to begin again. Sometimes it is simply knowing that you are with me. This Monday, help me walk with expectation without becoming impatient. Let me expect your goodness without trying to control the outcome. Let me expect opportunities while remaining faithful in the responsibilities I already have. Let me expect healing while continuing to take wise steps. Let me expect provision while using what you have already placed in my hands responsibly. Lord, I pray that my faith will not depend only on visible results. If nothing changes immediately, I will still trust you. If the answer takes longer than I hoped, I will still pray. If the door opens differently than I expected, I will still follow your direction. Psalm 37:5 encourages us to commit our way to the Lord and trust Him. Today, as I commit this entire Monday to you, I commit my plans, my conversations, my decisions, my work, my family, my finances, and my future. Go before me and guide me. Father, protect me from discouragement. When I do not see immediate results, remind me that growth can happen quietly. When I feel like my prayers are going nowhere, remind me that you hear every sincere prayer. When I feel like giving up, remind me of how far you have already brought me. Let gratitude become my response before complaining. Let prayer become my response before panic. Let faith become my response before fear. Let wisdom become my response before rushing into decisions. I pray for everyone beginning this Monday with a heavy heart. Some are asking you for a miracle. Some need a financial breakthrough. Some need healing. Some need peace in their home. Some need direction about their future. Some need strength to keep going. Lord, meet each person according to their needs and give them the grace to trust you. May unexpected blessings find their way into the lives of those who are faithfully walking with you. May the right opportunities appear at the right time. May harmful paths become clear before they are entered. May confusion give way to wisdom. May fear give way to peace. Lord, let this prayer remain in our hearts throughout the day. When we become overwhelmed, remind us to return to you. When something good happens, remind us to thank you. When something difficult happens, remind us that you are still present. Today, I will not begin with the question, what could go wrong? I will begin with, Lord, thank you for another day. I will not allow yesterday's disappointment to determine today's expectation. I will not allow today's uncertainty to steal tomorrow's hope. Father, I give you this Monday completely. Lead me through every conversation, guide every decision, protect every step. Give me wisdom when I need to choose. Give me patience when I need to wait. Give me courage when I need to act. Give me humility when I receive a blessing. And when this day ends, let me be able to look back and say, God was with me. Whether the day brings a visible breakthrough or simply another step forward, let me remain grateful. My faith is not based only on what I receive. My faith is based on who God is. Lord, thank you for hearing this prayer. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for every blessing already received and every blessing still to come according to your will. I enter this Monday with a grateful heart, a peaceful mind, and a hopeful spirit. I release my burdens. I trust God for healing. I believe He can open unexpected doors. I refuse to let fear control me, and I choose to expect His goodness while surrendering the outcome completely to Him. May God bless you this Monday. May He strengthen you where you are weak, comfort you where you are hurting, guide you where you are uncertain, provide where there is need, and bring unexpected blessings according to His perfect plan. Keep praying, keep trusting, and keep believing that God is still working. Father, everything belongs to you. This day belongs to you. My future belongs to you. My family belongs to you. My hopes belong to you. I will trust you, thank you, and follow you one step at a time. In Jesus' name, amen.